In this video, I'm breaking down how I layered 35 vocals for my cover of Wildflower by Billie Eilish, showing you how I took my vocal from this, but I see her in the back of my mind, to this, but I see her in the back of my mind all the time. I'll be walking you through the techniques and little secrets that I use to replicate the sound of some of my favorite artists. If you want to check out the full cover, it'll be on the screen and I'll put it in the description. I'm using Ableton, but don't worry, you can follow along in any DAW. Let's get it started. Okay, so you already know what it is. First things first, lip gloss. I don't know why I do it like that. Like, kind of psychotic, honestly, but juicy. So for almost all my layers, I usually record a mono track and 2 side tracks for each group. And depending on how I want a certain section to sound, I may just use 1 or 2 layers instead of going all out. First things first, I recorded myself playing the guitar for this track so that I would have an instrumental to guide me. If you can find the instrumental elsewhere, that works too. I started off recording the lead vocal for the whole song, doing lots of takes in small sections to get it just right. I wanted this vocal to be as solid as possible since all the other layers are going to be built on top of it. Once I start layering, I can't go back and fix the lead, so it's important that everything lines up perfectly with this take. She was crying on my shoulder, all I could do was hold her, only made us closer until July. After the lead is done, I like to kick things off by recording 3 doubles. I do 1 take right down the middle and then 2 takes panned left and right. In the first 2 verses and at the end of the song, I keep these doubles softer, making sure they match the lead exactly. All I could do is hold her, only made us closer until July. But when it comes to the chorus, I really like to bring it up a notch. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. I sing the chorus doubles with more intensity, almost belting them out to evoke a fuller and more captivating sound. Like a fever, like I'm burning alive. This extra power adds a layer of emotion and energy that complements the lead beautifully. I like to keep these vocals pushed back in the mix. They're loud enough to be heard during the chorus, but not so overpowering that they take over the lead vocal. This balance allows the listener to feel the impact without losing the focus on the lead. After the doubles, I record another 3 vocals replicating the lead. I sang these vocals very softly and airy to add more texture to the stereo field, creating an ear-tickling sensation. But I see her in the back of my mind. But I see her in the back of my mind. Next, I recorded 3 harmony layers, again, 1 down the middle and then 2 panned left and right. When I talk about harmony, I'm referring to how different notes combine to form a chord, which is a key element in adding depth to a song. I drew inspiration from how Billie arranged her harmonies in the original track, but I made a few tweaks to better suit my voice. For certain sections, especially in the verses, I brought in the harmonies a bit earlier than she did. This adjustment allowed me to shape the sound to feel more natural and aligned to my style, enhancing the emotional impact of the song. I wasn't there, but I know I see her in the back of my mind all the time, like a fever. Throughout this process of layering and crafting my sound, I created a sample pack that I think you'll really love. It features over 80 high-quality, royalty-free vocal samples designed to elevate your tracks and make them stand out. If you're looking for quick drag-and-drop options to enhance your music, this pack is perfect for you. Just hit the first link below to download it. I'm excited to hear what you create with these vocals. The second harmony layer is similar to the first with 3 recordings, but adds a call and response vibe that really brings the song to life. Certain notes harmonize with the first set, especially in the chorus, and I absolutely love how this layer brings everything together. She was crying on my shoulder, all I could do was hold her, only made us closer until July. But I see her in the back of my mind all the time. I got this idea from listening to the original song and noticing how the harmonies interact. So as you can hear in the chorus, I harmonized this vocal with the first harmony by singing a higher note. All the time, all the time. This way, they all complement each other beautifully, creating a sound that feels like a chord in a song. Next, I added a third set of harmonies, specifically for the but baby part, taking a cue from how Billie approached it. I should put it all behind me, but baby. I layered the same 3 harmonies, but I felt like that wasn't enough. I threw in another 4 layers where I belted this part out with all the emotion that I could give. I wanted that part to hit hard, filling the space like my voice was echoing in a big room, without just adding reverb. Put it all behind me, but baby. Put it all behind me, but baby. I should put it all behind me, but baby. But I see her in the back of my mind. Next, I recorded a separate left and right low harmony just for the chorus. This low note acts as the glue to pull together all the other harmonies, creating that rich and chord-like sound that I was really aiming for. It fills the stereo field, making the chorus feel extremely emotionally pleasing. But I see her in the back of my mind. But I see her in the back of my mind. After laying down that foundation, I added another 2 vocal layers, hand left and right, to harmonize with the first layer. But I see her in the back of my mind. But I see her in the back of my mind all the time. Finally, I recorded 2 mono tracks to match both the first and second harmony layers. But I see her in the back of my mind all the time. I decided to add octaves only at the end of the song to really evoke that feeling of emotion, like a sense of crying or sadness. I took inspiration from how Billie used octaves in her original version. By layering these octaves, I aim to leave the listener with a powerful, lingering feeling as the song wraps up. It's all about capturing raw emotion and making sure it hits home. You say no one knows you so well. You say no one knows you so well. But every time you touch me, I just wonder how she felt. You say no one knows you so well. But every time you touch me, I just wonder how she felt. For the final layers, I then recorded 2 ad-libs, and then I put them in the distance. She was your girl. You showed her the world. I wanted them to feel echoey and underwater, so I added Echo Boy, reverb, and EQ'd it, similar to how the original song sounds. She was your girl, you showed her the world. You fell out of love and you both let go. Once all the layers were in place, I went back to fine-tune everything. I applied EQ to clean up any unwanted frequencies, added compression and limiting to balance the dynamics, and used de-essing to smooth out any harsh sibilants. For certain layers, I added effects like reverb and delay to give depth and create moments that stand out. This way, each element had its own space and vibe in the mix. So this is how I created my cover for Wildflower. Thanks for hanging out with me as I broke it down. I hope you found some useful tips to inspire your own music. I'm excited to see what you create with these techniques, so feel free to share your projects with me. Keep exploring and have fun out there in the wild of the world. Yeah. I hope you can keep it real out there and go explore your sound and fucking get after it, man. Get after it. You know what? You're never gonna know until you start. You just gotta start. You just gotta go for it. Honestly, I wouldn't have ever thought that I would be doing this in Bali, but I'm doing this in Bali. It's not hard to do things. Just go do it. Get off your ass. Stop smoking weed. Stop drinking so much fucking alcohol. You're wasting your money, your time, and your energy. You know? Bye, y'all. I hope you have the best day ever. And go listen to my Wildflower cover in the link below. And if you want a more in-depth tutorial on vocal doubling, that is also in the link below. In this video, I'm breaking down how I layered 35 vocals for my cover of Wildflower by Billie Eilish.